Hello all, let's start with our today's DSA journey with this amazing visualizer by dsa.chaicode.com. Use this link to get a 7-day free trial. So let's go to our DSA, and in stack today's question is decode string. Given an encoded string using the rule k encoded, meaning the bracketed substring is repeated k times. Return the full length of the decode string. Encoding may be nested. Okay, so what it is want to say, let's take the example later. So this is our encoded string. Okay, maybe the voice is today's down because of my throat problem. So this is our encoding, k into encoding, so it can be 2a. So if we decode this to a, it will become a. And again, if we like decode it 3 into, let's suppose 2, 3. So first it goes to the inside. So simply goes to the inside 2a, AAC. Okay. Now, okay, let's move it here. Now, in the string as AAC, AAC, AAC. So first we do the inside value, multiply the value with the number, get a string which is AAC here. Then this AAC occurs 3 times. This is how the encoding works. So let's just take this example. Okay, so this example at the first 3A to C. Okay, so first it will go 3, then A, then 2C. 2C means 2C, and then CC, ACC, ACC. If we goes to the answer part here at the end, ACC, ACC, decode, this is the one, ACC, ACC, ACC. So this is our answer. This is how we have to decode the string. Okay, so now let's take our brute force approach, and I will not code it anyway, or not even write pseudocode for this approach, because this is a very much looping approach, not very good. Okay, so go decode k body. Body repeats k time. Body repeats k time. This is a very very good line. Body repeats k time. And bodies can be nested. First idea, the innermost bracket contain no nesting, so expand them first, then repeat. Okay, so this is our idea. This idea will store always. So this is our idea. Okay, this is actually our idea. Body is repeated, the inner bracket doesn't have any kind of nesting, so start from the innermost and do the remaining. Okay, so in this case, first find the most innermost element, which is nothing but 2c, then add the 2c there, then the second most one, and got the element. Okay, so this is how we can decode it. It takes big of n square time, take big of n space, nothing interesting. Let's move to our one pass solution, which is nothing but a stack approach. Okay, we'll stack approach. In this way, every time when we take the string, we have to find the inner string, then again find the another inner string. So it will become a very nested loop. Then just go to our ultimate approach, which is a stack approach. This is our stack, this is our string. Okay, this is our current state. So one pass instead, push everything, the closing bracket arrive, top the stack, exactly the innermost group, pop, expand it, push it to the result back to the string in solved pieces. Okay, so let's come here, take this, this should be there. Take sorry, take a stack, a big one, until and unless we reach the closing bracket, which is this one here. Until and unless we reach this bracket, push every value from the start. So from the start it is 3, 3, the open bracket, then the open bracket, okay, or first the 3, then the open bracket, simple open bracket. Now A, now A, after A what is there? 2, then, then simply 2, insert 2, then again an open bracket, again an open bracket, that's it. Then a C, C inside this C, this C, put the C here, okay. Now we encounter this closing bracket. We now encounter the closing bracket. Okay, so if we encounter a closing bracket, if we encounter a closing bracket, okay, if because we are also given actually in the question square, this one, square bracket are well formed. Okay, it means if there is a opening bracket, there is always a closing bracket. This is the question. Okay, so if we encounter any closing bracket, it always means that into the stack we already have a opening bracket. If we encounter a closing bracket, it directly means into the stack we have a opening bracket, and in between the opening and closing bracket we have our string which we have to report. So we pop the element till we reach this one, this opening bracket. So we pop C, pop C. Okay, so just remove C here. Okay, now we encounter this bracket. Does this bracket need to be into answer? No, so just remove it. Okay, now what is remaining on the top of the stack? 2. What is 2? 2 is the value of number of C. It is totally in a sequencing order. Just see. So 2 is nothing but the value of C. Like how many times we need the value of C? 2 times. This is the answer. So we got 2 on the top. So put 2C into the answer. Okay, and just remove it. Just remove it. Simply just remove it. But here we also ensure that the string we get here, the string we get here, final answer. So add the string to the stack. Add the string to the stack. Okay, this variable is done. Now again a closing bracket. Again a closing bracket. So what we did when we get a closing bracket? This is C. This is not a closing bracket, by the way. This is C. Uh, do it in a better way. This is C. So we encounter a closing bracket here. We encounter a closing bracket here. This one. Now, what we need to do to get the closing bracket? So we get a closing bracket. It simply means we have a opening bracket. Okay, it simply means we have a opening bracket in our stack. Okay, so if we had the opening bracket, let's get the element, in between this opening and closing bracket. We need these elements. Okay, so just simply pop this C, pop this C, pop this A. So it will become C, C, A. But this is not our string. In previous way, we got two C. Those C's are equal. But when we get a different element, what we have to do? Because our string has to be like this, and C is not the first. Simple. Reverse the string. Just reverse the string. A, C, C. Reverse the string. Every time we have to take one element from the stack, then take the whole thing until we get a opening bracket, then simply reverse the string. Now remove it. What is now in the stack top? Is nothing but the value. So put A C C A C. So this is our answer. But how could we? Okay, that is a coding part. So this is our answer. Let's understand it. This is our answer. You can easily you can easily get our answer using a stack approach. Similar thing shows here. I3 repeated count, push it. Opening braces, push it. A plain text, push it. A number, push that. Opening bracket, push it. A character, push that. A closing bracket, okay. Pop until pop until we reach the equal bracket, and then just pop the whole string, push the whole string into the stack. Simply we get a thing and pop the whole string into the stack. We just here pop. After reaching this last element, we pop the whole string and calculate the value and put it here, and we can return the remaining string. Let's just write the code here, which is nothing with the s, which is nothing but a string. Let's take a stack, nothing but at the starting an empty stack. Okay, it is an empty stack at the starting. So first, for each character in s, for each character in s, if the ch is open, character is a open one, we should have, or rather it is not. If it is not equal to, it is when we can't do it. If character is not this one, then simply let's do a single quote, then simply push not the closing one, to push ch into the stack, and otherwise otherwise pop pop until I made a mistake, else at the first, in the else we pop until we reach the opening braces. Okay, now put the uh, body into k, the body into k, uh, push the body into K inside the stack. Okay, and at the end just return the top element. As simple as that. Let's evaluate it. The variable K is not essentially okay. This is the new feature of this website, this compare one. It's really nice. This is a really nice feature. Uh, the variable is not defined. Oh, else. And in the bracket, I do as the question suggests or as the answer suggests. We can see drop the st dot top. A is the number. Okay, we nailed it. There actually. Okay, it started here. We can compare it. Nice feature. So this is our pseudocode. Which one? This is our pseudocode. Now we have to write our simple code. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, let's start with our code journey. Actually, my throat is not properly working. I have some problem in throat. That's why I break. Now we have to answer this code. Okay, so this is our pseudocode, and now we have to write the code here. So first, take the stack and the answer. So simply, our answer should return the answer in a string. So string is answer. Let's take a string at answer. S is given to us. Now we need a stack which store character in st. Okay, so now first traverse traverse every character. Okay, so for char, let's take it as ch as s, and inside this if nothing. Okay, so it means if the character is not equal to this one, so simply push st dot push the ch. Okay, for else for else for else. Now we reach a closing bracket. We reach a closing bracket. For this situation, first take the string inside the this one. So it simply means when we reach the so when we reach actually this end, we want to find the string in between these two. So this is our goal. So it will be like 3a, a then 2sc, 2c. Okay, so now the third problem. So when we actually reach here, we have to find the element in between these two. Okay, so we have to find. So we have to find inside this function. How could we get? Let's suppose we take a string str. We take a string. It is a temporary string to store all the value. Okay. If the stack is empty, we don't need to do anything. But if st dot top, the top element, until the top element is equal to opening bracket, then simply str plus equal to st dot top. So if we don't encounter any opening bracket, and we then until we encounter any opening bracket, we put every element to the top and also pop the element so that we can get the next element. Okay. Now this case, the string, the str will uh, will in order, will in reverse order. The str will in reverse order. So it is not the correct order. So if we need anything, our string like ACC, we don't get this. We get CCA, and we have to convert it to ACC. For this thing, okay. For this thing, we just reverse the string, reverse the str dot begin and str dot end. So after reversing, this CAA will become CCA, will be not CAA. Sorry, extremely sorry for the word. I withdraw it, everything it, I don't want to tell that. So CCA, it converted to ACC. Okay, but what now? Store in the top of the stack. Okay, so in the top of the stack, now the str will have the values between the opening bracket and the closing bracket. Okay, between them, not the opening bracket, not the closing bracket. Okay, so now inside the stack there is a opening bracket. Okay, let's do it here. So this is our thing. We just got a number, then a opening bracket, then a c, again c. So and then we hit a closing bracket, so we just first remove c, then remove c, then remove a. Now and we just make it ACC using reverse. Now only the thing remains is the opening bracket and then a number. Okay, so first drop the one. You have to drop it. So how could we drop it? It is nothing but st.pop. It is nothing but st.pop. So we just remove the opening bracket. Now get the digit. So currently, if we remove this opening bracket, we can easily get the digit at the stop. But there may be some cases where it is like 30a. So there would be another 0. So we have to take this whole thing. Okay. then a opening bracket, then a, maybe this can happen. So for that reason, we have to ensure we take every value of the stack, every integer of the stack, so that we don't miss any number. So how could we do this? First, everything is a string and a character we are using. So let's take a character at digit as digit. So while the stack is not empty, the stack is not empty, and the topmost digit of the stack is a digit. The topmost character of the stack is a digit, not any character or any value. How could we ensure that the topmost element is a digit? There is an inbuilt function in C++ which is digit, st.top. So this function checks every value at the top, that is the top value is a digit or not, okay. So if it is true, if it will return true if the value is digit. So st.top actually return a character. So when we get the character, we put it into isDigit function. The inbuilt isDigit function checks the character and ensure that if the value is a character, is a digit or not, the character which you gave inside the isDigit is a number or not, or is an integer, is a digit or not. So if we get this, so if we get a digit, so it will return true when we get a digit. So when we get a digit, uh, there is a simple way, just add it to our string. Okay, not plus plus, plus equal to st dot top. So we just put the top element into our digit. Now simply st dot pop. This while loop will run until we get the digit. Okay. After, so we get the 0 and get the 3. So in this way we first get the 0 and then get the 3. So this is our current string. This is not valid. We need 30. How could we do this? Just reverse it. Because this is currently this 03 is a string. It is not a digit or number or integer. It is just a string. So we can easily reverse the string into, so we can easily reverse the string. So first reverse the string, reverse the digit, digit string. So reverse the digit string, reverse digit, digit, digit dot begin, and then digit dot end. Okay. So we take digit dot begin and digit. Okay, the place spelling mistake. I would copy this. Pasting is good. We don't make any mistake. Now, now, now we get this 30. But 30 is a string. It is not a number. To calculate it, the string, that how many number of times we need, we have to convert it into an integer. So how could we convert it? So convert it to integer. Convert it to integer. How could we convert it to an integer? So take a number. Okay. There is an inbuilt function in C++ which is stio. Sorry, stoi. So this stoi function, what is take? It takes a string which is our case digit. So it take the string digit and convert it to an integer number, and we store it in a number. So now we need, so now we get this number. Now we have to put 30a. 30a. Like we have to put 30a into the, we have to first take the 30. How could we take the 30a? Okay. So take the num into str. Okay. Str is our previous one. So we can, how could we take a temporary string? Okay. Take a temporary string and while a number minus minus, it means simply that until the number get to 0, the temp plus equal to str. So what this value does, it takes the number and put every value to the string that number of time. So first we got like 30. So we add a, then 29. We add another a, then so on, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on, 0. And here is also a. So in total we have 30 a's. In this way we can easily get the string with the desired value into the table. Now when we get the temporary, we have to push it into the, we have to push top into the stack, not top of the stack. Okay, so push it into the stack. So how could we push it? For every character in the temporary string, we just need to return st dot push that character. As simple as that. Similarly, we push here, and same way we can push here. Okay. So every time we do that, every time we have to ensure it. Okay. Now go out of this for loop. So when we get out of this for loop, we have a string. Okay. So if we have this value, this one, so if we have this value, now in the current string, current status, we have A, then C, then C, then again A, then C, then C. So we have stored every value in this way at the stack now. Okay. So now we have to do a simple thing. We have to take every value from the stack, every value from the stack, and put it into our answer, which is nothing but while not equal to st dot empty. It simply means until the stack is empty, just put answer plus equal to st dot top. So we just take the top element and put it into the answer and st.pop, and the stack uses a last in first out method, which is a LIFO method. So it simply means the answer will store in a reverse order. So first reverse our answer. So answer dot begin end. So this is our answer. Then simply return the answer. Runtime error. Okay. Why this have a runtime error? Why why this have an runtime error? If is this is equal to true, we just put it into the top and we just pop. St is our stack address. So we are doing index out of bound system, but we check the empty here. Is digit here? There any problem with this empty function? I write the right one also. Okay. Let me debug and back to you. What the mistake? Very I am doing. That's why every time the stack is empty, because when it get the, it should have the closest one. I just do a simple fastest one. So it works. It works. So at the end, let me explain this portion again. We have this value. Let's suppose, uh, let's suppose also 2. So the value would become ACC, ACC. So now we store everything in this manner. Now when we pop from the as tag, we got C, C, A, C, C, A. So we got a reverse string. When we reversed it, we got A, C, C, A, C, C. So this is our actual string or the answer. Okay, so for that reason we just store everything and retrieve everything from the stack and then reverse the answer and just return it into answer. Okay, so the time complexity will become big of the output characters, because every time we are just watching the output characters, because the stack at the end contain the output characters, the total output characters could be like greater than the current one or less than the current one, depending on the situation. I think it always greater than the current one. Maybe sometime there is a 1, so it will become a less than, because we remove the bracket or the numbers. So if it's become like 1 a, so we remove this 1, we remove these two brackets, and we just, our answer is just a. So 1 2 3 4, from 4, from character 4 we only get 1a. So for this reason can be reduces, the value can be reduces. So at so the time complexity would become bigger of the output characters and also the space. At max in the stack, we store every element of the output character. For this reason, the space complexity will become big O of output characters. So it is also said that the time complexity is big O of output, space complexity is big O of output. Okay, so you can say like big O of n, and n is output character, but big O of output character size would be a better one. So this is our question, decode string. So that's it for the video. Visualizer by ChaiCode.com. Use this link to get a 7-day free trial. Use this visualizer, amazing visualizer it is. Go use it, check it out. Thank you.